So, we have a plan.
Okay.
Jerry set this in motion with a really good analogy. He said when you want something, it's like you're setting a goal, so to speak. An intention is even a better word. Like a basket that you could toss your ball into. And if you put it out there so far, you've never made it that far. So doubt is your last practice thought about that. Your vibration is where you last left it. And since you've never done that, then saying, now I'm going to do that, that's doubtful, isn't it? So if you put it far out there where you don't think you can hit it, not a good placement of your basket, not a good setting of an intention. If you put it up right here, bloop, not a very good idea either, because it wasn't exciting at all. Put your basket out there far enough that you'll be pleased if you hit it, and that when you hit it, it's going to feel good to you. Not so far that you doubt it, not so close that it doesn't feel like you're doing anything, but just in that right spot. Place your basket, place your intention in that right spot, and then accomplish it. Esther's watching NBA. She's wearing her focus bracelets. Her focus bracelets say clarity, they say focus, and they say, go Spurs, go. So she's watching NBA. Spurs are doing really, really good. And she hears one of the announcers, who is a previous NBA player, talking about how he trained himself to get better and better and better. In other words, he said exactly what Jerry has been saying about placing the basket. You decide you're going to do that, and then you do it and do it and do it until you can do it with ease. And then you step back a little further, and then you do it and do it and do it until you can do it with ease. It's like training yourself into expectations. Training yourself into expectations. And once you start getting results, then you've got it. And so we want you to test the law of attraction. Better said, we want you to test your relationship with the law of attraction. We want you to own up to how you feel, so that when something happens or something occurs to you, that you understand what happened. You've got to be able to connect those dots, because it isn't about what anybody else is doing. It's about you and your point of attraction, and nobody else can do anything about your point of attraction. Only you. Only you can get better at it. And so the place, the emotional place that we think it would be a good idea for you to place that basket is not, I feel ecstasy, or I feel certainty, or I feel absolute, or even I feel utter clarity. Also, you don't want to make it so limp that it doesn't please you. You don't want it to be boring or frustrating. So how about making it fine? Now, when Esther's daughter heard us say, it's fine, she said to her mother, fine? Fine? I'm fine. And Esther said, no, not I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, fine. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine. That feels good. I like that. So as Esther started playing with things like that, she found, and you have two of you been playing it, that you can feel fine really easily for a second. You can say the word anyway. But what we're saying to you is, you want to make the vibration of fine so active with you that it has an active point of attraction that brings you evidence. And so, did you know that when you hold a thought for 17 seconds, it's slightly less than that, but 17 seconds, another thought will join it. So, I'm fine, and then I'm fine, and then another 17, I'm fine, and then another 17, I'm fine, and then another 17, I'm fine. And once you cross 68 seconds, I'm fine. About then, something will occur in your experience, maybe like finding a dime. Something will occur as evidence that you not only hit the basket, placed the basket, and hit the basket, but that you stayed in the vicinity of it. You didn't do what you kept doing, and almost everybody does, the back and forth thing that's never quite fine, not fine, 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 fine, but, fine, but, fine, but, fine, but, fine, but. No, it's fine. And as you stay with it, then the evidence comes. It's weird kind of evidence. like something that's just so off the wall that you know that it's your inner being pointing it out to you. And as you look around the crowd around you, maybe at the airport or in the restaurant or in traffic or whatever, nobody else is fascinated with it because it's not there for anybody else. It's there for you. It's the lighting up of something that is evidence of you making that improved vibration stick for you. And once you take the time to do that, once it sticks, then that's why the dimes kept working for you, because you came to expect them. And so once it sticks, and you do it again and again on this subject and this subject and this subject, before you know it, and we're talking about a day or two or three or four, we're not talking about a long time, you will reach the place where you will have absolute confidence in your ability to hold your frequency in vibrational alignment with your inner being. And the result of that will be thoughts will bring thoughts, will bring thoughts, will bring thoughts. You'll find yourself remembering things that you've been wanting to think about. People that you've been wanting to talk to will call you. You'll get texts from people that you've been wondering about. You'll see things in the media. You'll see things all around. All kinds of evidence will come to you. And if you have really played the game and you've made sure that you stayed there until you knew that fine stuck or until you knew that clarity stuck, you will then and only then move your doubt to expectation and belief. And once you do that on just one thing, or just two things, or just three things, you begin to feel invincible. To the point that somebody could say to you, I'm looking into your financial situation, or into your physical situation, or into your whatever situation, and I give you this verdict that you're not gonna like, and you can say, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I wish not to hear this verdict that now I'm going to go nuts over. Now, by the time it gets there, this expert probably is going to have their way with you. Esther had the most wonderful experience on an airplane the other day. Not too long after we'd been sticking fine and sticking fine and sticking fine and sticking fine. She was row 2 on the airplane, and she was really feeling good. She liked her seat. She was really comfortable. She was looking forward to the trip. She was looking forward to the event. And suddenly, she could hear the flight attendants as if they were stereophonically tuned into her. Esther bought a new Cadillac Escalade a while ago, and it had this thing she didn't even know she was getting with it. It's got speakers that transmit to each other. So if you're in the way back and somebody's having a conversation in the way front, the way back can hear the conversation that's happening in the way front. And when she picked up her kids at the airport, Tracy said, "Ooh, what's that?" And Esther said, "What do you mean?" And, "Well, I can hear." And Esther said, "Oh, your ears are just getting unplugged from being on the flight." She didn't even realize that she had this. Well, that's what it was like. It was like what they were saying was being transmitted right into Esther's ear in a ridiculously easy to hear fashion. And it was clearly a flight attendant who was like a supervising flight attendant, and one that was maybe learning, and she could hear them talking. And then the one that was learning said to the other one, "Oh yeah, she just wouldn't give me any help at all. I really want to be good at my job. She just wasn't helping me at all." And the other flight attendant said, "I'm going to have to stop you right there." And when Esther heard that, she got goosebumps all over her body, because she knew it was like a truth of life that was being presented right there to her. And then she wondered, now what's going to happen? And the other one stopped right there. And the whole rest of the flight, they were delightful with one another. And he said, "I'm going to stop you right there, because I may work with her one day." And so, as Esther heard that, she began noticing, as she was moving through that day, every now and again, a thought would occur to her that was resistant in nature. And she would say to herself, "Esther, I'm going to have to stop you right there. I'm going to have to stop you right there." And then she would laugh about it, because she knew exactly the power of that. "I'm just going to have to stop you right there." And as she found herself knowing when she didn't want to go somewhere, therefore knowing where she did want to go, it can make such a difference in your point of attraction. You just won't believe at first the people that you will begin to meet, and the information that will come to you, and the improvement in the way you feel moment by moment by moment by moment. And this is what we call really working in the underground. It's taking care of the frequencies before they have come to manifestational form. And once you do that, then there are no limits to you. There are no limits to you. But if you try to get your $10 million today, or find the love of your life tomorrow, or whatever it is, and your basket is out there where you don't believe, then you can go on and on and on and on and on, and then think something's wrong with law of attraction or something's wrong with you. And all that is happening is that you haven't placed your basket in a place of easy existing matches. You want to place your basket where they're easy to expect. And then you want to practice, because it's easy to expect, you want to practice the vibration until you know what happens? Things that were not formerly easy to expect happen. And then they become easy to expect. It's like, oh, I feel good about that. I feel good about that. I've doubted that for such a long time. And now I have found easy expecting matches. Law of attraction is so eager to give them to you. And your inner being knows. The last thing we'll say here. Your inner being knows where you are emotionally, vibrationally, attractionally, not a word, where you are in relationship to everything you want. And your inner being knows where to put the dimes. Your inner being knows what your path of least resistance is. We're not talking smack about your dime finding. That's a wonderful thing. We just want it to be so much more than that.